Hello and welcome back, your lovely faces, to another video here on the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the subpoena that was sent by Mr. Johnny Depp and his lawyers to one Whitney Henriquez, AH's sister. So this is what we got, ladies and gentlemen. This is coming from the Fairfax County website. So as you can see, Whitney Henriquez, her address and everything else. Obviously it is blurred out, so I do apologise for that. But these documents are on the Fairfax County website. From, obviously, Fairfax, Johnny Depp, AH, Whitney Henriquez. And these were issued on February the 8th. So last week, which is actually really good to see, from Benjamin Chew and everything else. And it going on saying who's there. Then you've got the attachments now, ladies and gentlemen, where they talk about, basically, this is what we want. When we're referring to you or your, it's referring to Whitney Henriquez. We want electronically stored information, means any data, so text messages, emails, phone messages, you name it, anything. So, that's all put out pretty simple, hopefully, that they can see it. Then it goes about the defamation action, shall mean and refer to the action entitled John C. Depp v. AH. In this, the divorce action shall mean this action, and it just goes on telling them exactly what it is. Mr. Depp means and refers to plaintiff, misheard means and refers to defendant. The term person and or persons shall be broadly construed to include all natural and artificial persons. The Sun case, obviously, with what we've seen, and that's what we got, and it goes on for quite a few pages regarding that and what they want, basically saying, this is all the stuff we want, this is what it means. If you don't like that, then, well, that's your tough luck. We need to do it. And I do like, because by here, as you can see, number 23, if you believe that any request is unclear, unintelligible, or because of its wording otherwise prevents you from responding fully to that request, identify the ambiguity on source of confusion and explain. Basically, if you don't understand it, love, we'll come and tell you what you need to do, which I think is great. And it says there, unless otherwise stated, the time frame of these requests is January the 1st, 2010, through and including the present. Literally over a decade. They want all the information. And then it goes into the document requests, ladies and gentlemen. This is where it gets rather interesting, because some of them are basically the same, but the wording on them is just awesome. So, as you can see, you've got requests number 1, 2, 3, which are basically the exact same one. All documents and or communications that refer, reflect, or relate to any alleged, all of this stuff in any form against AH by Mr. Depp. So, communications between Whitney and Depp, Whitney and AH, Whitney and other people, Io for example, those kind of things, that's what they want. Number 4 is all documents and or communications that refer, reflect, or relate to any alleged all of this in any form against Mr. Depp by AH. Number 5 is basically the same, but they turned it around again. So anything that happened to Mr. Depp by AH. Number 6, all communications between you and any other person that refer, reflect, or relate to any alleged all of this in any form against Johnny Depp by AH. Number 7, did you talk with anyone regarding, you and AH that reflects, refers, or relates to any disputes, fights, disagreements, or altercations between Mr. Depp and AH? And did you speak to anyone else regarding those sort of things? Any fights, any disagreements? Did you speak with anyone? We want to know. Number 9 is, same, and all documents that refer, reflect, or relate to any disputes between Mr. Depp and AH. Number 10, 11, and 12, all communications between you and AH, you and any other person, any documents you may have that refer or relate or reflect to any physical or mental injuries AH claimed or claims to have sustained as a result of Mr. Depp. That's what we got by there. But then it goes into number 13, which again is where all these dates now come into effect. And as you saw, they want it basically for the entire decade. So request number 13, all communications with AH within 10 days of any of the following dates. So January the 1st, 2013, all the way up to May 21st, 2016. So that's 3 years, well, three and a bit years there. And they wanted 10 days either side. And that is basically, well, these are the dates that supposedly things happened. You supposedly saw this or heard this or whatever. And remember, we've also got information from one Jennifer Howell, who put up Whitney when she went there because Johnny told her, you need to leave the apartment. And again, he was protecting Whitney. But she decided to go against that and stick up for her sister in court in London, which went against everything that she actually said in the first place. And don't forget the actual video where we got people saying, wow, your sister really whooped your ass. And you got Whitney saying, oh, I don't want to talk about it. You know? So it goes to show that even on a TV program, she admitted that AH is violent. Then you got request number 14. All communications with any other person regarding AH's relationship with Mr. Depp within 10 days of any of the following. Same dates, January 1st, 2013 to May 21st, 2016. Did you speak with anyone regarding your sister and your brother-in-law's relationship, anything that happened between them between these dates? And I'm pretty sure she did. So then you go to request number 15. All documents or communications between you and AH that refer, reflect, or relate to the Sun case. 16, 17, and 18 is again communications, documents between you and any other person that reflect the Sun case. Same thing again, but regarding the divorce action. Number 18 is the same again, between you and any other person regarding the divorce action. Number 19, all documents or communications between you and AH that refer, reflect, or relate to the defamation action. Number 20, all documents or communications between you and any other person that refer, reflect, or relate to the defamation action. Number 21, regarding any actual, threatened, or alleged acts of any of this by AH against any other person in the last decade. Which that is a very big one, because obviously we have heard some stories regarding Elon Musk that he turned up one day with a black eye after going out with her. And, you know, it wouldn't surprise me if she did do it, because the photo of them together, he's got a black eye and everything else. He just looks upset. You know, like, oh, I can't believe I'm with her for this. And she's just there, like, all smug, as she normally is. Request number 22. Documents sufficient to show the amount of any monetary payments, gifts, or transfers in value from AH to you or for your benefit in connection with the defamation action, the divorce action, and or the Sun case in an amount of $10,000 or more. Basically, did she pay you anything between this time frame? Anything over $10,000. And with that, I think that's kind of giving them a little bit too much leeway, because reading that there, and again, if anything did happen between her paying her sister, or I'll buy you a car or whatever, I'll buy you a house, for all we know, she may have given her $9,999. You know, if that's the case, then they're not going to take that into account, because it's under the $10,000 that they've said. Personally, I would have put $5,000, but again, no, that's me, that's not them. And it does carry on. See, obviously, you got everything else out, subpoenas for production of business records, and it goes through what they've got and what they do. Then you get for attachment number 3, which is the definitions. Basically, exactly the same. And they also go down to a few more what they want, which is actually really good. Document requests. Basically, everything that we just gone through is just asking again for all documentation of it. Same thing with the dates, as you can see, all the way up to from January the 1st, 2013 to May 2016. And they're all the same again. But it's very interesting to see that they've asked for all of these now, because again, everyone has found little snippets between AH and her sister, and obviously a lot of people want to know what was said in the courts here in the UK when AH said, I need to speak to my sister before she goes on the stand. Why? Did they change the story? Did she promise her something? Oh, I'll give you 20 grand if you just do this. You know, no one knows. But again, I'm just thinking out loud with that part there. But seeing that Johnny has subpoenaed her now, it's going to be very interesting to see what they come back with, because I can personally see them saying, yeah, she hasn't got any of this, or, you know, this is wrong, she doesn't need to be subpoenaed, blah, blah, blah. It needs to be done, and she needs to go on the stand, and she needs to actually be tested. Without you know, literally on the couple of days leading up to her going on the stand, it has to be, yeah, you can't speak to your sister, or someone's got to be in the room with you because you can't change the case. That's exactly what it should be. But again, that's not going to happen. That's just wishful thinking on my part. If you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell for future updates, and I'll see each and every one of you soon.